So, hey, how are you? This is Principal Anderson. Yes, Michelle Clark. And so I'm reaching out to you to say, first of all, I appreciate the job that you do as principals, as administrators, as counselors, because let me start by saying I do it too. And I realize some days we do a lot more than just be a principal. But today I wanted to come and just talk about Michelle Clark and all of the great things we got going on here as we stand once again reach out to solicit as many of your students as we can get. Now let's talk because I need a few more students. So if you got some students, once they get their decisions and they want to make a different choice, or they're looking for a school that has STEM, IB, that has early college, and the early college is so cool because they get a chance to get as many college credits before they even graduate from high school. So we have students graduating from high school with like 30 college credits, 35 college credits, which means that they're already halfway through their freshman year of college and starting out as sophomores. So we have that available. But we also have STEM. And so as you look around, you'll see our STEM maker spaces where kids are getting there, being able to do 3D printing. They're learning how to use Promethean boards. They're learning how to use sewing machines. And then when you get to talking about our IB, some of you guys are IB elementary schools, and then we finish it off here as certified and authorized as IB. So I look to you to kind of help push them on because many times you know how it is. They do not always know what school's best for them. And sometimes going to a big school might overwhelm them or might not give them the tender loving touch that you guys normally give in your schools. And so we find that some of our elementary school 8th graders go to big schools and they feel lost, they don't feel touched, they don't feel loved. And I want you to know we're ready to do all of those things here at Michelle Clark. The other thing I want you to know is that we now have tennis. We got the tennis courts in case you haven't seen them. They're hooked with basketball rims, so during lunchtime, students get a chance to go out there and play. But we also have a tennis team. It's boys and girls. And this year was our first year with a girls tennis team, and they made it to city. But not only that, if you go to the other side, you'll see that we now have a whole football field and a stadium. So what that does for us is that gives us opportunity to teach soccer. So we'll have a soccer team coming up. So anybody you know want to play soccer, bring them on over. But not only that, we'll have football and we have track and field over there. But also I want you guys to use as one of your resources that when you're ready to do field days that you're able to come. Hopefully you got a chance to see our activity center where we host a lot of events. We do host a lot of schools for graduation, and we don't really charge a lot on that. But please join us for that. You are welcome to use that. And then if you look at our Girly Center, you'll see some of the things we do in there and shifting spaces around and being able to use a big space. And I'm sure you've seen our weight room. And if you haven't, take a look at the picture. You'll see this weight room. It is state of the art. I wish you could hear the surround sound in here because the surround sound kicks butt. But hey, it's been helping with our wrestling, our football, baseball, girls track. Everybody goes through that. Some of us go through just to even lose a little weight. And speaking of using the weight room, this is our first year having a wrestling team. And we had a young lady that made it all the way. She came second in city, she placed in regionals, and she placed in sectionals. But we also had boys that qualified to go to state. And so we're so excited because this is our first year with them as well. So when I tell you there's a lot going on, there's a lot going on, but it's all going on based off of what students want. So I really just know that we don't come up with things on our own. We come up with things that students want so they can have their interests met. And once again, I wouldn't do this video if I didn't think that we were the best choice for your child at your school. So please, as they're making decisions and some that don't have decisions, tell them about Michelle Clark. Have them come over, check us out. You'll see some of the great things that we do right here at Michelle Clark in the Austin community.